Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. This is Amanda, and I'm going to be your presenter for the day. So today we're going to cover some updates from our PD centers, and then we've got new trainings, conferences, and statewide events. Then we'll talk about our monthly webinar series announcements, some test training announcements, PD portal announcements, and last but not least, PD coordinator time. So let's get started with some updates from the professional development centers. And first up, we've got Joan.
Hi, everyone. So I have got more information about the 2023 Career Pathway Symposium. And I wanted to start off by saying this is your last chance to register if you want to be in the hotel room block. Our hotel room block closes tomorrow afternoon, so be sure to register, get your room block link, and then join us face-to-face at the Omni Corpus Christi Hotel. We have, if you'll go to the next slide, I've got a little bit of a breakdown of our schedule for everyone. On Monday, we are doing a corrections and reentry focused pre-conference in the afternoon. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday, we will launch into the full-on symposium with 3 different strands. And those are covering integrated education and training, employer engagement and workplace literacy, and services to internationally trained professionals and English language learners. And each strand is going to enable you to leave with resources and tools to expand your programs through research-based models that demonstrate effective practice. And I see they've been dropping the registration chat or the registration links into the chat. Again, hotel room block closes tomorrow. We're sending out a listserv announcement this afternoon, and we hope to see you in Corpus Christi. Thanks so much.
All right, thanks, Joan. Up next, we've got Ashley with the DEPD.
DC.
C, yes.
Okay. Okay, so we have up first, we've got now available the DART digital literacy curriculum. If you do not know what I'm talking about, the DART digital literacy curriculum is a free digital literacy curriculum built specifically for ESL students. It is very, very low tech, so very low digital literacy curriculum created by Dr. Glenda Rose and Dr. Denise Guckert. And so if you want it, request it from that's what it was, sorry. Programs can request training on how to use it if you want it, and you can request that from the PD specialist. But the curriculum is available. We do have it on our TCAL website. That's where I thought I was going with that. All right, go ahead. And if you want to learn more about the DART curriculum, as it turns out, tomorrow you can join Dr. Glenda Rose, Dr. Denise Guckert, and Anson Green for their live link session tomorrow at 1:00 p.m. I did put the links on the slide, so we can share that in the chat as well. And of course, we have my personal favorite symposium of each year. We've got the 2023 Distance Learning and Technology Integration Symposium, Thursday, June 1st, and Friday, June 2nd. And of course, this is free. You will register on vFairs, and so you can either attend in person or virtually. And our upcoming tech playgrounds is, I think she's got, yeah, okay. It's now for PD credit. So if you did not know that, you do get credit for attending. It will be April 27th at 12 p.m. And this month we are going to practice using Canva to make eye-catching graphic posters, flyers, slides, and more. And update on our Distance Learning Academy Module 1 TOT. Please encourage your distance learning leads to apply to be a trainer. This training session will take place June 22nd through the 23rd in Waco. And just a reminder that the Distance Education Call Center is here for you. We're ready to help you again, 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., especially if you didn't know about it. I know I have to keep repeating this because we constantly have new people that do not know. So I apologize if you're sick of me, but you're probably going to still hear from me repeatedly. And speaking of the call center, we are introducing the Texas AEL Distance Education Roadshow. So help us to help your teachers and students get to know the DEPDC. We are offering a 3-hour workshop, a 1.5-hour PD presentation. We will join a staff meeting if you invite us. We will, while we're at your place, at your program, we are willing to join your class to do an introduction to show the call center. And of course, we'll always do a live demo for using the call center free digital literacy curriculum or any other distance education questions that you think your staff may need some help with. You will request your session through your PD specialist as always. And yes, that is a picture of me and my dog, but I can't guarantee I'm going to bring my dog, but I will be the one doing these sessions. Yeah, dog not included. I might bring him. I don't know. All right. I think that's it for me.
Thank you, Ashley. He might enjoy the trip. I don't know.
He would. I don't know if I would.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about some new trainings, conferences, and statewide events. And to start us off, we've got Miss Paula.
Thank you, Amanda. So you have your literacy symposiums that are offered to the community-based organizations and volunteer AEL programs, but anybody can come and they're all free. You just have to register with the link that's on the screen, and it's now in the chat pod. Thank you very much. The Literacy Symposium for Faith-Based Affiliated Program is virtual, so that would be a great one to join. It is on Saturday, April 22nd, and the following two are face-to-face. They'll be in-person symposiums. The South Plains will be in Lubbock at Texas Tech Alumni Center on May 19th, and Laredo Literacy Symposium will be on June 15th, which is a Thursday. Then we have our 2023 Literacy Texas Conference that's coming back to College Station. So we'd love to see you. And it is, I think they have a little session for the exhibitors July 31st where you, that'd be a nice thing for you to join and check in your room. And then August 1st and 2nd is the conference. So everything can be found at the link on the screen, and you can register through this link as well. Thank you, Amanda.
All right, thanks, Paula. And up next is Krista.
Hello. So I just wanted to bring your attention to 3 TWC AEL webinars that are coming up. Thursday, April 20th is the TWC AEL end of the year checklist for all the programs. Thursday, April 27th is the detailed project plan and the PD plan update rollout. So that's something that as PD coordinators, I would highly encourage you to attend. And then on May 11th is the TWC TA team new way of working. All of these webinars are on the PD portal for registration already. But again, I highly encourage you and your rest of your staff to attend these sessions. And this is just an announcement about COABE. I know several of us and your staff members were at COABE. I saw many of them. So please make sure that you fill out the conference session spreadsheet and send it to your PD specialist so that we can enter the sessions for you into Teams. Please do not enter these yourself. We will do it for you. I'm going to put in the chat pod the link. You can get to that form and the PD portal. And then when I'm done talking, I will also put the actual document in the chat pod. So again, please have your staff members send you the conference, the sessions that they attended that they want credit for. Send it to your PD specialist and we will get it into Teams for you. Questions?
This is a perfect opportunity to ask questions about COABE and Teams or anything else we've covered so far. I'll leave an uncomfortable amount of wait time. And there's that spreadsheet in the chat from Krista for your conference sessions. And if there are no other questions, I'm going to keep on going and we'll talk about the monthly webinar series. We've got our Texas AEL Manager Monday, Teacher Tuesday, Workforce Wednesday, and our Tech Intels. And we will start with Manager Monday. You're up, Wendy.
I'm here. Okay, so the next Texas AEL Manager Monday is this upcoming Monday on April 17th from noon to 1. Topic is what is company culture? And our presenter is Dr. Rick Alvarado. In this session, he'll be talking about strategies to improve your company culture and what makes a good company culture in an effort to both attract and or maintain or retain your current employees. Next slide. And then upcoming topics in May, Mahalia Baldini from TWC State Director, she will be covering AEL reporting in Tableau. So we've had some requests come in on how to use Tableau. So this is a perfect opportunity to join in, learn a little, and ask your questions. In June, I had a cancellation. We were going to have the foster youth department from TWC, but they had conflict in schedule. So June, I'm still working on a topic for that. So you might want to update your calendars if you did put anything down on that for June. And then in July and August, we have Veronica Moore from TWC. She's going to be covering MSGs. ABCs of MSGs, it's a two-part series. So the first part will be in July, and then the second part is in August. Next slide. And this is just a list of the upcoming dates. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in the chat for you. And I think that is it for me, Amanda.
Okay, great. Thanks, Wendy. Up next, we've got Krista.
All right. So Teacher Tuesday for the next 2 months is May 9th and June 13th. And we are also going to have Veronica Moore do ABCs of MSGs part 1 and 2. But these will be a little bit different because these will be for the perspective of the instructor. And the Manager Monday is more for the manager, administrator, and leadership. So, so there is very similar sessions, but with different focus groups. So join us May 9th and June 13th, and registration is available in the PD portal.
All right. And up next, we've got Dr. Olga Escamilla.
I'm here. Hi, everybody. A little bit of information about our Workforce Wednesday on April 19th. Next week, we have our very own Ashley Winkle, and she's going to be talking about the 6 contextualized video lessons to upskill student success. So join Ashley as we learn about the contextualized video resources developed by adult educators in the state of Texas. And we always love Texas loves Texas. So Texas does Texas. So join us as we discuss these and how to integrate these video lessons into workforce ready instruction and how to share and locate these lessons and additional resources with your students and colleagues. So your very own, we have a lot of individuals, that are featured in these. Like I said, Texas does Texas. So thank you for that. And then we also have on May 24th, Victoria Hinojosa and Anastasia Tristan with the Gulf Coast Workforce Solution, and they're going to be talking about I've got the power skills. So join them as they talk about critical thinking, judgment, empathy, creativity, and adaptability as those power skills that employers are looking for in their employees. So again, join them as they dive into these 5 skills and provide our instructors or whoever attends, right, with activities that they can do in the classroom to help their students understand and develop these power skills. Right. Next slide. And then these are just a few of our dates coming up. Again, April 19th, and I have these in the chat for you. And I think that's it. That's all I have for today. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Olga. And up next, Anne Marie.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very excited to talk about these upcoming webinars. And I would like to welcome Dr. Jennifer Hills in April to the Tech and Tell webinar series. She'll be presenting for the very first time, and we are so excited that she's going to be joining us. So what is Dr. Hills going to be sharing with us? On April 22nd, and April 28th, Dr. Hills is going to help us all pair the class up, integrating Pear Deck into adult education and literacy, AEL. So Pear Deck is free and it is awesome, and it allows you to turn a PowerPoint presentation or Google Slides into an interactive presentation by embedding activity slides right into the PowerPoint deck. So this is going to be awesome. So part 1 on April 21st is going to be what is it? And you'll get to see a demo and experience it. And then on April 28th, you'll be designing, you'll be practicing actually in the Pear Deck. So I know Dr. Hills is joining us today, so just let me know if I explain that good enough, Dr. Hills, because it's awesome. We were practicing earlier today. So, all right, so that's April 21st and 28th, and it is in the registration is available in the PD portal now. Okay, so next slide. So in May and in June, actually, but we'll focus on May, we have a brand new presenter to Tech and Tell and a brand new presenter to Texas AEL. This is going to be Wendy Velez Torres, and she is from Baltimore, Maryland, and she is a Senior Instructional and Digital Accessibility Specialist and Adjunct Instructor from Chapin State University in Baltimore, Maryland. Last summer, I was just blown away by a presentation she did at an accessibility summer camp at Wichita State University. And I'm excited to have her come and discuss free Microsoft Office assistive technology features and tools for instructors. In June, she will be back to talk about the same tools, but how students can use them. So really excited to welcome Ms. Velez Torres to the Tech and Tell webinar series. Next slide. And here are our dates, April through July. And I also want to share with you that in August, Dr. Hills will be back. We have not finalized dates yet, but we are going to be exploring another fun tool that will keep a surprise for now. So here are the dates, and again, April till July, and I'll put these dates in the chat pod for everybody. Next slide. And as always, all of us who host and produce these webinar series, we thank you and send you a virtual high five. We can't do this without you, and we welcome your ideas or your willingness to present. So reach out to us. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Thank you, Anne Marie. And we've got a question slide here. Are there any questions about what we've covered so far? I don't see anything yet. Just know that we are here for you. We've got some excitement from Tiffany Lee, lots of good stuff coming. Okay, in that case, I'm going to move on so that we can talk about some training of trainer announcements. And we've got Paula up next.
Thank you, Amanda. So we are going to talk about 3 of these, and this is what we're doing so far this year in for the TOTs and trainings. And the first one up, I think, is on the next screen. Well, actually, what's up next, if you'll turn to the next slide right quick, just share with you what a TOT is, because you are the ones that register your people for these TOTs, and we just need you to be cognitive of this information. A TOT is for a staff who's had at least 1 year of experience in the topic of the TOT. It's not for staff who are brand new or need a test administrator training. And upon completion of the TOT, the participant who attends will become a certified trainer who can then train locally, like for your program. So just keep that in mind as you register those that request the TOT trainings. Thank you. Then we have in May 11th, we have the literacy, Best Literacy TOT coming up. That will be face-to-face in person in Houston. And we've sent a few listserv announcements about that on how to register for it. So if you have any questions, let us know. But it will be a full day from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the afternoon. But you will be a certified Best Plus test administrator and able to train others in that assessment as well at the end of that class.
And Paula, we did have a question come in about Best Plus test.
Okay.
Nelda asks, is there any news on new adopted or modified Best Plus tests?
You're talking about the Best Plus 2.0? This is the Best Literacy. I just want to clarify. Is that the Best Plus 2.0 you're talking about? I don't see the,
Yes,
question. It
Nelda
must have
says
just
yes.
come to you. Okay. And yeah, okay. I guess that must have been a direct message to you because I was trying to find what she's asking.
It is, yes. It's just
Okay.
for me. So it is for the Best Plus 2.0.
And what is her question again?
If there's any news on new adopted or modified Best Plus 2.0 tests.
No, ma'am. Not to my knowledge. Olga, can you chime in here? Okay, Deborah also said not to her knowledge.
That
But we
she's
did have
my knowledge.
Okay. We did have another question from Region 2. Tierney, you said, what's the location for the Texas style Best Literacy? It'll be Houston. It's the Department of Ed in Houston. Do you need an address? Is that what you're asking for? Physical address? I can send it to you. Oh, Deb's in the portal. She'll look it up. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, we'll put it in the chat pod as soon as she finds it in the portal. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate that.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
we have those 2 answered and we can move on then.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
we're now going to pilot the TABE Class E will be kind of a pilot in early June. So it's being created and developed as we say. We're going to do a dry run on it in May, but there'll be pilot and we'll announce that when you can register for that as well. And that is our TOTs. I think one more slide will share with you that we will not be having the Best Plus 2.0 TOT this year. Just so you know, for your planning purposes. But if you need to have a certified Best Plus trainer, please contact your professional development specialist. And we can work with you on that. Okay, did you see the address? Olga announced it. Harry, the 6005 Westview Drive in Houston, Texas. Thank you. Yeah, she said thank you. And that's for anybody that wants to attend that. And I think I'm finished. Thank you, Amanda.
All right. And yes, just as Deb mentioned, you can find all of these in the PD portal with their details. This is the perfect time for these questions. So if you have any more, please let us know. Any other questions about assessment TOTs? Okay. In that case, we are going to move on and talk about some PD portal announcements. And we've got Laura.
Hi, everyone. So this month we have 5 courses that have been published in the portal. Everything you need to start using Computer Essentials, Introducing Disability Law, what it means for AEL providers. We have 1 Manager Monday, 1 Teacher Tuesday, and 1 Tech and Tell. And I can tell you there are a couple more that are just on the verge of being published. So keep an eye on that carousel on your homepage that says new in the PD portal. As stuff is published, it will show up on that carousel. Next. Thank you. Okay, so the end of program year is still a few months away, but I want to go ahead and start plugging our PD portal reports. We do have a few reports that are going to help out as everyone begins planning for the end of the program year. So I've split it on the screen. You can see into two groups. We've got supervisor reports, the transcript report, which when you pull that, it's going to give you all the information for your staff members in the PD portal and what they have completed within this program year. There is also a report called the Available Online Curricula Report. So if you get staff members who are asking you what's in the portal, what you can assign to them, if you need to find a course that is, a lit course that is 1 hour, you can go look at this report, filter it and find what you need. And that will, so long as you pull it from the portal each time, it's going to give you the latest information. Instructions for accessing and running those reports are available on the supervisory Wakelet. And we will put that in the chat, that link in the chat pod in a minute. The other report that I wanted to bring to everyone's attention is the transcript report for completed professional development that participants can run for themselves. And this is one that's kind of hidden and buried within the portal a little bit. We do have an instructional PDF that's available on the PD portal section of the TCAL website. We have the link for that as well that we'll give you guys. But that's going to give folks the ability to, just as it says, pull a report that tells them what they've completed within this program year. There are some extra filters that they'll have to fill out with that one. But again, it's all in the PDF, the instructional PDF. But it just kind of really empowers folks in the field to pull that information from themselves so they can see what they need still. And then finally, if there is an additional report, something different, something, a little bit more granular that you need that is going to be helpful for the end of the program year, send me an email, lgreer@tamu.edu. I actually love digging into reports and trying to get them to pull the data that we need. So if you've got an idea, I would love to run with it. And that's all I've got.
Amanda?
Yes.
Can I add something here just briefly? I just want to share with everyone, and Dr. Escamilla just posted it in the chat pod. Laura is doing this work. She's not even fully staffed yet. So I just want to publicly give her some accolades for all the work she's doing. For those of you who are on our team who are helping her out, it's been a group effort for sure, keeping the portal running and effective. And Laura's done some great job managing that. Good work, Laura.
Thank you.
Yes, and we have lots of kudos in the chat for you, Laura. You are very appreciated, and those reports are helpful. Okay, so we have another opportunity for questions. I'm not seeing anything come in. Maybe you're typing. Paula says, thank you, Laura. Yes. Yes. Laura's awesome. Okay. Well, in that case, it is PD coordinator time. And Beth, if you want to take it away here.
Actually, it's me. I forgot to change the name of that.
No worries. Oh,
Sorry about that. Go ahead and go to the next slide. I did not receive any questions through email, but this is the time that if you have any questions about your position as a PD coordinator or upcoming things, like we're talking about the PD plan, we're talking about those end of the year reports and such. And I know, again, there's probably some new people online again this month. People have been hired and I see 3 or 4 new names in here. So is there any questions that you have that, since you've got all of TCAL pretty much at your fingertips, that you would like to ask? And I'll give you a couple minutes. You can unmute if you wish, or put it in the chat pod. All right, so Lorraine asked, can you give a brief summary of the updates for the PD plan? Okay, so there will be, again, that webinar on April 27th will outline everything that you need to know about the PD plan, but your PD specialist will be starting with the PD recommendations in May, and we'll have them to all programs by June 1st. And then the PD plan itself will be due June 30th. Again, those are a little bit of date changes, but please attend that April 27th webinar and to get all that information. There's not going to be, the PD plan template is changing a little bit, but not anything major, so nothing to be concerned about as far as a big change on the template. And then Ashley I have a question regarding the upcoming DLTI symposium. What kind of topic services will be covered at this conference? All right, so we've got Ashley and or Deborah. I'll let you guys take this.
I just was sent the list of programs, so give me a minute here and I can call out some sessions. I will say, and Ashley, feel free to join in if you're still on. We're bringing some special speakers in from California, from OTAN and USA Learns, and the Literacy Center from New York City. We've got Dr. Hills is doing the Pair the Class Up, Increasing Student Engagement. We have Penny Pearson from OTAN coming in and talking about copyright and Creative Commons. Let's Band Together with Tiffany Lee. Free yourself from the paid communication apps and learn about a free one. 8 components of a digital navigation training. 5 ways to energize. What are we energizing? Let me spread it down. Your Ventures digital class. We've got some of our exhibitors presenting. Google Drive Basics. Addressing learning differences in remote online instruction. That's from Cynthia Bell up in New York. We've got some DL capacity building initiatives that are happening. Digital skills beyond literacy, scavenger hunt apps, Study Buddy, established culture, virtual interactive icebreakers, Padlet hacks, Go Digital, introduction to Google Applied Digital Skills, enhancing ESL learning, enhancing your vocabulary strategies using familiar Google tools. Lots of really fun sessions that I think everyone will enjoy. And again, just remember it's free. Our exhibitors are paying a fee, and that will provide us with our meals. It being a day and a half this time, we'll have a few more meals and more snacks. So please join us. Ashley, anything to add?
there was another question from Tiffany. She asks, what portion of the conference will be virtual?
We're going to have 2 rooms that will be streaming. So you'll have an opportunity, if you're not able to come, to get 6 hours of PD credit. So we're streaming 2 rooms. We'll have 4 sessions on Thursday and 2 sessions on Friday.
Okay. Many thanks for that information and lots of excitement
Yep.
anticipating that symposium.
Let me put the address in again to register.
Yes, and Lorraine asked another question about the webinar on April 27th. It will be put in the TWC section of the TCAL website. So it will be available after the actual webinar happens, and it starts at 10:30 Central Time that on that day.
Thanks, Krista. And you are still up.
All right, continue putting your questions in if you wish. So our next PD coordinator webinar is May 11th. So put that on your calendar, and then I've got the rest, I've got next year already set up as far as you guys go. So these are the dates for the rest of the year. Those in the chat.
Get those dates down, mark your calendars. And this is your time for any last minute questions. If you'd like to see something one more time, let us know. Thanks, Tiffany. We'll give it another minute to see if there are any questions, but otherwise, thank you for joining.
Amanda, sorry, go ahead. I was going to say, I've been posting in the chat and I was going to say it during my slides, but I had one that just had a couple of dates for June and July that were to be determined. And what I wanted to say was if you know anyone that has any workforce or career prep sessions, please send them my way because I'm looking for presenters and we want to, I know that there's a lot of great things going on throughout the state. So please send them my way so that we can get them to share with others. So that's what I wanted to say. So thank y'all. Go ahead, Amanda. I'm sorry.
All right. Thanks, Olga. And I'm just making sure there's nothing in the chat. Upcoming PD coordinators meetings still at 2 p.m. Yes.
Yes.
Still at 2 p.m.
And I think this is a record, 240, 40 minutes for a webinar. I like it.
Efficiency, huh?
Efficiency. All right. So,
We'll give you 20 minutes of your time back today.
yeah.
Thank you, everybody.